welcome to my channel. And I'm just going to put this disclaimer at the start of all my videos that I'm re-uploading. 5 years ago I solved the double slit experiment with a simple inequality, and all the physicists I approached about it refused to listen because it goes against what they have become embedded in believing. And I solved a grand unified field theory from it, which solves and fixes everything in physics with clear, simple mathematics. The equations of 1, 3, 7 being vortex equations. They're not particles, they are vortexes moving inside a space-time fabric. I give the quantum field structure. I give 26 dimensions held together by strings, which are actually elastic pipes. Explain quantum gravity, dark matter, dark energy, everything in physics. But because it proves the particle model wrong, and because it proves the Big Bang wrong, the people in power refuse to listen. But they don't just refuse to listen, they've consistently destroyed my work and had it taken offline. So in my videos I'm quite angry, so please excuse that. If you can, see it as me being the guy in the Titanic, getting the message, there's loads of icebergs coming up ahead, and me saying to the people in control, okay, steer a different course, this is the correct way, and those guys going, don't listen to him, hasn't a clue, this is the Titanic. We've got it all sorted. Thanks, enjoy the video. So what I'm going to do is going to show you the basic structure of the space-time fabric at the quantum level, the quantum block. Okay, at every point in space-time you have a field particle, which you can see in the middle here. These will all be the same in there, but we have to take one for a reference point. So there's one particle connected to 26 others at every quantum block in the field. So you have 9 on top. If you consider it a cube, basic cube structure, you have 9 field particles touching at the top. You have 9 in the central slice, and you have 9 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And every opposite pair on this pass through the central particle. So you've multiple different ways of seeing it rotate. There's actually 13 because you have 26 particles, 27 particles altogether, 26 connected to the central one. So you have 13 pairs of opposite particles connected, making a basic shape, a basic line of 3. 1, 2, 3 at every point in the field. So you have 13 dimensions of space. It would be 13 dimensions if space-time were totally flat, but because there is always curvature, in reality there are 26 dimensions. As I said, we have the classical, I used black elastic bands here to show you the classical dimensions of space. So you have the X, Y and Z axis, and this is all these particles are connected by pipes, which probably correspond to what the string theorists have figured out. And these pipes and the particles, through them runs a fluid or an ether. And the effect of the ether going through them, we have light. And as a wave passes, they oscillate like this. I'm going to do this one in the middle. It oscillates up and down. And of course all the others will oscillate as well. And when we have light coming at a certain energy, an angle above the golden ratio of 1 to 137, it causes the fluid inside to go into a vortex, and this causes the center one to spin out of shape, and of course all the other ones spin as well. They get twisted, and it twists, but it can't do a full spin, so it twists back and forwards in this basic shape. And what happens when you almost get that vortex, it displaces the fluid inside and it draws all the others in towards it. So you have the vacuum energy. It's the fluid being displaced, drawing negative pressure, drawing the others in towards it.
which adds to the effect of gravity. Gravity is mainly a feature, a mechanism of the field where these are all drawn together. So the angles are more acute, pointing towards the central sphere, which becomes planets and suns, everything pointing towards it. So energy always moves forward, but if the forward path is curved, it'll always move in towards where the centre of mass is. The redshift in the universe is where these strands, these pipes, get stretched. So the diameter in these pipes contracts, so there's less energy getting through. That's what causes the redshift. It's not stars receding away from us. It's the energy lost en route, as we saw with Andrea Getz and her team. Their work with SO2 last year, they saw that SO2 lost 0.03% of its energy passing close to Sagittarius A, our central black hole. And it's the same thing. Every point of light that comes to us in the universe passes gravitational zones and it loses energy en route. And because gravity is always growing, black holes are always eating more mass, so they're growing. So the gravitational pull is increasing over time. And that's the Hubble constant. It's the increase of gravity drawing more energy. And what we see with dark energy, when we appear, it appears like stars are moving farther away from each other. It's what I call panoramic gravitational lensing. When we look out through the solar system has a gravitational lens. The Milky Way has a gravitational lens. The local cluster has a gravitational lens. And we add all these lenses together, it magnifies what we see. And because gravity is pulling this lens closer, it means that the magnification is getting increased because the curve is getting smaller. So if we look out at one point, any 2 points will appear to move apart because the magnification is increased. That's dark energy. Spacetime fabric, dark matter. doubleslit solution.weebly.com